Hello, and welcome to another day on the channel. My name is RNGesus, and today we'll be doing the first Brothers War draft on the channel. So if you're new, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, it means a lot. And pack one, pick one. Our rare is one with the multiverse. I don't think this is a very good card draft. It's very expensive, not great. Self-Assembler is our whatever the set thing is called. I think the best card pack, or best card here is just the Horned Stoneseeker. Just a great 2-drop, 2/2 Menace that also gives you a Power Stone. And if it does leave, it will lose the Power Stone, but that's still a fine trade-off. You get a temporary Power Stone for a while. Here in pack 2, there is a Foundry Inspector, which is okay. Slagstone Refinery. Whenever Slagstone, another non-token artifact you control, is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, or is put into exile. Okay, so this is like a Power Stone generator. I don't think it's that good considering how slow it is. Maybe like the best card in the pack is Lauren, but I don't really want to take Lauren. Like, it's fine, but I've been playing with it. It has been amazing. This pack is honestly pretty bad. Like, the strongest card is probably Ironclaw Crusher. So we're just going to take that as just the strongest card. And we get past... Okay. A Battlefield Butcher is really good. So notable cards are Battlefield Butcher, Emergency Weld, Tower Worker's fine. Blanchwood Prowler is okay. Never seen Alloy Animus do that much. I know it's good in some decks, like where you can animate a bunch of Power Stones and such, but I think Battlefield Butcher is just the best card here. And we get past Scrapwork Rager. I like seeing that. There's also a Power Stone Fracture. Pristine Talisman's okay. It's not amazing. Flow of Knowledge if you're the mono blue deck. Could be like a draw 5, discard 2, so that's like really good value right there. But we'll just take the Scrapwork Rager as an insane kind of common. Well, not insane, but pretty powerful. Here, we've got a Prison Sentence. Symmetry Matrix, whenever creature power or toughness enters battlefield equal to toughness. That is not bad. Works well with like Scrapwork Rager and Horned Stoneseeker, and if you keep getting equal powers and toughness, this could be a fun build-around card. But I don't think it's that good. I think we'd rather just take like a removal spell and Prison Sentence if we end up going white. And just take the best cards in the pack. Argothian Sprite's also great. Jolim's Tome is super slow for what it does, so we'll just take the Prison Sentence. Okay. There's Disciples of Gix. Enters battlefield, search for up to 3 artifact cards, put them into your graveyard, and shuffle. So you can put like 3 unearthed cards into your graveyard, like Scrapwork Rager. So that could be pretty good. There's a Spotter Thopter, which is a 4/5 that can scry 4 whenever it attacks. Or, sorry, whenever it enters the battlefield. Or a 2/3 that scries 2. Both are really good. But I think the choice here is between either Scrapwork or Disciples. And I kind of like taking Disciples. Could definitely end up being like a cool unearthed deck. And now we get Carrion Locust. That's a fine 3-drop. Just a 2/1 flyer for 3. That also has some graveyard hate attached. Blitz Automaton's okay, but you'd rather be red for that. We'll just take the Carrion Locust. And we get past Ambush Paratrooper. That's been surprisingly good from what I've seen. Phalange Excavation has never been really good. Like, it's way too slow. I've tried to make it work one or a few times with one of my friends, but never worked out. We'll just take the Ambush Paratrooper. And here on the wheel, Perimeter Patrol in the pack is a little surprising. Like a 3/3 for 3 that has upside is pretty decent. I don't think we want Ashnod's intervention. It's been not so great. Probably just take like a supply drop here, or an Aeronaut's Wings. Definitely not the Veteran's Power Blade. The supply drop could be a decent combat trick, although we get one right now. Maybe if we end up black-red, Goblin Blast Runner could be good, since there's like a whole sacrifice theme in that area. So yeah, we could go red. I don't think we're gonna go green, because we haven't seen that much green. Like, the perimeter patrol on the wheel is nice, but don't think it's really worth, like, going full green. Here, Tocasia's Onulet is okay. Works well with the Disciples as an unearthed target. And Flow of Knowledge on the wheel. Guess no one's mono blue. We're not going to play anything here, just take the uncommon. And another Onulet. Okay. So, maybe the red-white deck is open. Maybe the red, or white, black, and white. I'm not really sure how to look at this at the moment, but I know black is probably going to be our main color with Disciples, Rager, Butcher, Locust. Here, our rare is Portal to Phyrexia. That is a super good rare if you can cast it. But if you don't, it's just kind of sitting in your hand. Well, the question really is, how aggro do we want to be? Or do we want to, like, actually get up to our mana sources? Like, Horn Stoneseeker could be decent to help ramp into it. I'll try it. It could be fun. Portal to Phyrexia, get in there. Plus, you might have ways to, like, return it. I'm not sure if there are any ways to return specifically artifacts. Well, there's a Battery Bearer. That is super good. But not in our colors in the slightest. Probably just taking a Gitaxian Skull Flare or a Tower Worker here. Yeah, let's take the Skull Flare. It's been super good from what I've seen. Chromatic Star, Cradle Cutter. Maybe we could go green. Like, the Cradle Cutter is a little late to see. Maybe black-green ramp. I don't hate that. Throw back in the Ironcroc Crusher. Jeez, that's hard to say. And Mine Worker, Power Plant Worker. Just take like an Emergency Weld. Yeah, let's take Emergency Weld here over like Argothian Sprite. Like, let's see, what would our deck look like if we were in black-green? This is basically a 3-drop. This is like a 4-drop. It's not bad. Yeah, let's probably just take the Argothian Sprite to fill out the curve and start moving into green. Plus, this is like a good mana sink later. And the can't be blocked by artifact creatures is pretty relevant in this set with like so many artifacts running around. But yeah, I don't hate what's going on. We would rather have some more artifact creatures to put into the graveyard to unearth. Here, there is not much for us, like just another Sprite. We could go back into white, try and take the Recommission. I mean, that's fine, but I really want to force this Portal to Phyrexia. Yeah, let's just take the Argothian Sprite. Try any ramp card we will be very happy with. Oh. Junkyard Genius. Do we want to try and move into black-red? It could be, like, green isn't amazing looking at the moment. And we have a good amount of red cards, and we could, well, we're not going to play the Mishra's Onslaught. Like Horn Stoneseeker. We're gonna do some fun things around here. Pyrrhic? Pyrrhic. I don't know how to say that word. Yeah, that's not great. I think I'd rather just take the Gorging Warplow. This is a 2-drop. So yeah, this is fine. Like, we may just be like a black-red, more of rampish. Could be fun. Like, we have Junkyard Genius and Horn Stoneseeker for Power Stones. Yeah, this could be a really weird, strange... I don't know what's gonna go. Where this is gonna go. And now we get a Heavyweight Demolisher. I mean, it's not bad. Could be a good top end. Like we don't have that already. So I think we're moving into like some weird ramp style deck. We definitely want to get some more of the the Power Stone generators. Probably want an Energy Refractor. Mono red aggro is pretty open. Horn Stoneseeker, Monastery Swiftspear, Cliff Stomper. Well, I was talking about the Horn Stoneseeker that we had, but yeah, maybe it was correct to go red-black a while back. But now we have Portals of Phyrexia, and we're definitely going to try and play this. Plus, this reanimates from any graveyard, right? Put target creature card from a graveyard. Yeah, so we can reanimate our opponent's stuff. Hey, this means a turn 6 Portal to Phyrexia? Don't mind if I do. I was just saying how this was bad, and I tried to make it work and it didn't work. But I think this is the deck where it works. We've got War Plows, Cradle Cutters, 2 Sprites, Iron Claw Crusher, and now a Dragon Engine. We might want to just take the Unleash Shell instead. Like, this is pretty good. Nah, let's take the fun stuff. The big dumb stuff. Emergency Weld as well. Sorry, Blanchwood Prowler, but we're taking the cool fun cards. Sibling Rivalry. We have Junkyard Genius for sacrifice. Anything else? Maybe. Sibling Rivalry is like a maybe kind of thing. Here, we get another Horn Stoneseeker. Our rare is Blast Zone. Probably not playing that in a 3-color deck. And a Mox Amber. Without any legendary creatures, that's pretty bad. Well, there's an Excavation Explosion, Stone Retrieval Unit, Overwhelming Remorse, and Horn Stoneseeker. Question is, which one do we take? Like, I want to say Excavation Explosion, as that's a really good removal spell, but there's also Overwhelming Remorse, which is an insane removal spell. Like, it could be a 1-mana exile target creature. And even at 5 mana, that's not a bad rate, considering that there's, like, Unearth and it's instant speed. Yeah, it's like, we'll just take the Overwhelming Remorse. That's pretty decent. And now we get... Do we want to try and do Arms Race? Like, our deck is kind of built for it. Heavyweight Demolisher, Portal to Phyrexia, Iron Claw Crusher. I don't hate Arms Race. Like, we can cast Arms Race Pass, end of their turn, flash in a Portal to Phyrexia, force them to sacrifice 3. You know what? This is going to be the jankiest deck I have ever seen, and it's going to be fun. Semblance Anvil, exile, and then... Okay, makes artifacts cost 2 less by exiling an artifact. Well, we'd rather just take the Horn Stoneseeker here over a Rust Goliath. Mishra could also be good. But we don't have great ways of reanimating stuff. We'd rather just take the ramp and Horn Stoneseeker. Yeah. And now we get an Excavation Explosion. Looks pretty cool. The Temporal Anchor. I don't think this is that good in the set, especially with the blue requirement. You have to be like mono blue for that. A second arms race? Well, don't mind if I do. A Dragon Engine. Or a Scrapsmith. Or even an Elsewhere Flask just for basic mana fixing. Like, all we have is Energy Refractor. And we're running 3 colors. Or we can take a Clay Revenant. No, we are going all in on this strategy. Take a Dragon Engine. I guess Cindermaw is fine. It's not great. Cindermaw could be fine. Bitter Reunion. We had discard creatures and such. Yeah, I think our deck's looking, finished about now. Like, we can just cut, like, a supply drop. And then the Chain Dancer. Ooh, we wheel the Hornstone Seeker. That feels pretty good. I think I don't have any of these kinds of Mox Ambers yet, so sadly we don't get any gems from this. But I already have a full playset of the original ones that were on Arena. Thraxo, Demon, meh, just take another Hornstone Seeker. Like, 2/2 Menaces for 2 is already pretty good, but then you also get a Power Stone out of it, which can help you ramp into your big dumb stuff. Pretty good. How many things do we have for Disciple? 1, 2... Only 2. Yeah, I think we just have to cut the Disciples, sadly. But Arms Race is gonna be fun. Here, Blitz Automaton or Unleash Shell. Probably just have to take the Unleash as some removal. So we can, you know, stay alive and all that. We could actually maybe just cut the green entirely. Like Excavation, Sprites. We probably leave Cradle Cutters. No. Just run the deck like this. Add, like... what would we want to add from the deck? No, I think we run 17 lands. Run it like this. Ironclaw Crusher. We're not going to cast for its prototype, so it'd be more like a 7-drop. But these are like 3-drops. A nice black-red aggro deck. We wouldn't need to run Energy Refractor. Could run like Bitter Reunion. This is terrible, right? Sibling Rivalry. Nah. Nothing really great there. Race to the Ground. Perfect. That's a good card to replace Energy Refractor. Dwarven Forge. Chanter. That's a good Smith right there. And then that's not great. 3 mana, 3/1. Dies, gets a 1/1. Not great. But yeah, I think the deck turned out really good. So yeah, let's kind of move everything to what they would be if we cast them for their prototype. Yeah, I think we can cut Ironclaw Crusher, considering that we can never cast it for its prototype, which makes it pretty bad. So yeah, Arms Race. Sounds like a fun deck. So we've got, for Arms Race, 2 Dragon Engines, a War Plow, a Portal, and a Heavyweight. Yeah, sounds good to me. But if you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It means a lot. And without further ado, let's jump into some games and see how this jank deck does. This hand is missing black, but if we do draw a land or 2, the Arms Race could be good, and we're on the draw. We'll try it. I don't think it's a good keep, but it has all of the fun stuff. Arms Race, Portal to Phyrexia. Now all we need to do is draw land. They mill and draw land. Perfect. Hornstone Seeker. We might even just, like, ramp into Portal of Phyrexia. Not even lying, like, we don't need to cheat it out with Arms Race in this. Like, we're getting a lot of Power Stones right now. Rust Goliath is a 3/5. We're probably just gonna, like, remorse that when we can. We'll take the 3. Well, we didn't draw land, but this is fine. Oh, would you look at that? A bunch of lands. Well, that sucks for us. Also, no creatures for Overwhelming Remorse. They play a Spotter Thopter. Let's just kill the Rust Goliath. I think it's best just to get rid of that thing. Land. Perfect. Well, Arms Race. Pass. And they have a Rust Goliath for us. How much better can this get? Let's kill that. The less creatures they have, the better this Portal to Phyrexia gets. Obstinate Baloth. Sure. Tower Worker. Yikes. And we pass. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana to activate Arms Race, and we have Overwhelming Remorse. We'll take 2. And they pass. So we'll Remorse this. And then wipe your board. Say hello to Portal to Phyrexia. Nice board you got there. GG's. Arms Race. Arms Race. Arms Race. This is so cool. On to the next game. This hand seems pretty uncastable. Like, we can only cast one card and doesn't even do anything. We have to mulligan. This is better. We have Arms Race, so it automatically makes it good. We'll bottom a land. Dragon Engine. Cool. They play Clay Revenant. Sure. We draw a land. That's nice. We're probably going to run out the Cindermaw versus a Dragon Engine. Especially with Arms Race in hand. To start cheating them out. Killzone Acrobat. Giant Cindermaw. Does this mean the +2/+0 first strike trick? If they attacked with everything... Huh. They would have attacked with the Acrobat too. What is this? Ashnod's Intervention? Maybe they want something to die? I'm not really sure what this attack is. Disfigure. I see. Because then the Killzone Acrobat would have died either way. That makes sense. Gorging Warplow. Pretty good. Say hello to Arms Race, OP. I hope you like getting beat down by 5/5 flyers, because this Arms Race is going to be fast. Clay Revenant. And Thraxodamon. We'll pass. Hold up to Arms Race. They might be afraid and not attack. Gixian Infiltrator. I think we just have to eat one of their things here. defeat the kill zone. And then next end step, we have to sacrifice this. Yep, it's not just sorcery speed, OP. It's not just sorcery speed. Ooh, do they have emergency willed? Yep. So be it. Land is good. Maybe play a Skull Flare here to hold down the board. Like, it blocks everything. Yeah, I'll play a Skull Flare. Missing another black kind of hurts, because then we could have emergency welded back our Dragon Engine. Well, that hurts too. Because now we're getting hit for 6. Come on, top deck Portal to Phyrexia. Yeah, let's go! Portal to Phyrexia. The question is, do we get our greed on? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We're getting hit for 6. I'm sure we could wait. Pass. Pass. Go down to 1. I'm willing to risk it. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Activate. Can I live at 1? Portal to Phyrexia. Sacrifice 3 things. This does grow their Infiltrator 3 times. And we get back Dragon Engine. Pretty good. Infiltrator grows. That is a very big Infiltrator. Let's get back our Dragon Engine. They buy back Clay Revenant. Sure thing. I mean, if that's all they're doing, I am very happy with that. Well, that's not good to see. Let's... This can return artifacts, so I think I want to hold that for Portal to Phyrexia again. So instead, let's get a Gorging Warplout into play. And just try and stabilize a bit. Dragon Engine. End of turn. Sacrifice. Disfigure, sure. This is not looking good, but there's a chance. And where there's a will, there's a way. Hopefully. I mean, living at 1 and somehow stabilizing is already insane enough against, like, a full full board. Jeez, I can't speak English today. Mishra's Juggernaut. Hey, wait a second. That is trample. I mean, land is good. But that means we're gonna have to use it right away. I really wanted value with that Portal to Phyrexia. But looks like we're not gonna be able to. Feels bad. Just using it as an edict. Well, I mean, we're also dead there, too. So, good games. Got beat down by an aggro deck. Even though we got to do our fun thing. GG's, on to the next game. If we draw a land, this hand's good. Otherwise, it's terrible. So, of course, we'll keep. I mean, it's got Portal to Phyrexia in it. And we even drew a land. RNGesus is on our side. Even more land. Perfect. They play a Battlefield Butcher. I am wholeheartedly happy with that. Start the ramp. Let the ramping begin. Draw another land. Glad we kept this hand. This is a lot of land. I think we'll run out one Dragon Engine as a prototype. Especially since we're not doing anything else that turn, either way. And they can't activate that, right? Yeah, they can't. Sure. Interesting they didn't disfigure and smack for one. Guess they wanted to hold up the possibility of something else. Swift Gear Drake. They put away a disfigure. And pass. Cool. Scrapsmith is fine. Do you want to play Scrapsmith? Or just hold up a bunch of removal? The board isn't that great right now. We'll just play a Smith. Nothing. On the plus side, no lands are milled, so that way we can start casting our portal soon. They might be very confused by Arms Race. Hostile Negotiation. I have not seen this one yet. Exile top 3 cards of your library face down. Exile top 3 cards of your library in another pile face down. Look at the cards, then turn a pile of your choice face up and opponent chooses one of them. That's interesting. So it's a draw 3, and you get to, like, make things... Or, like, your opponent makes a choice. This is really cool. Although, interesting, they're not casting it at instant speed. I mean, I give you props, Wizards. This is a weird card I haven't seen yet. Corrupt. Oh, I can't give you that pile. I'm sorry, but I cannot give you Corrupt and Transmigrant's Altar. Like, you have all of the 5 lands for Corrupt. That is just way too good, and I cannot allow that to happen. Well, full mana Warplow, don't mind if I do. Three lands away from Portal. Disciples of Gix. They're churning through their deck very fast. Not in a good way for us, though. Depth Sea Charger and 2 Clay Revenants. Looks pretty good. Let's unleash Shell on this Disciple, and then start bashing them with a 5/4. Though they can start activating the Battlefield Butcher. Depth Sea Charger is a good thing to reanimate. We got nothing else to reanimate over here. We lose 2. Ashnod. Well, that's a Death Toucher. And it even has upside. No one left behind. Yep, we're gonna sadly have to remorse that. And a Stoneseeker. Well, move to combat, smack them for 5. This might make remorse cheaper. Yep. We're fine with trading with that. Remorse. And Stoneseeker. Cool. We are starting to lose a chunk of life from this butcher. Urza Power Stone Prodigy. That's a scary one to see. Just card advantage engine, or card selection engine. Especially with the Clay Revenants. That's just a card advantage engine right there. Another land. One land closer to Portal. We'll play full cost. No attacks, and end of turn they butcher me. But soon, things will not be going your way, OP. One more land. Although, playing Clay Revenant does annoy me. If they don't got anything going on, they could just, like, activate. Ooh, Diabolic Intent. Damn, their deck is sweet. They've got, like, the whole Reanimator package. They can Disciples of Gix, Ashnod, Fill the Graveyard. They've got the whole 9 yards going. I'm impressed. The question is, what do they tutor? A removal spell, by chance? Come on, land. Come on. I mean, it's okay. We'll draw a card with the Rager. Skull Flare. We don't have enough cards in the graveyard for it just yet. Smack him for 5. Disfigure? Sure. I'll just pump. Do they have a second Disfigure? Oh, Ashnod's Intervention. Yeah, sure. Sure, buddy. I'm fine with this. The Butcher has done 8 damage. This is why this card's insane. Swift Gear, sure thing. They might want to put one of their own cards on the bottom, considering they are, yeah, corrupt. Makes sense. That's just like a burn spell that we have to start avoiding now. Land. Let's go! It is time, opponent! You have faced my wrath! Portal to Phyrexia. Say goodbye to your board. And smack. 2, 4, 8, 10 damage? Wait, was that? No, 8 damage. 2, 4, 8. Yeah. Cool. And now one measly thing has to get through. Keeper of the Cadence. Clay Revenant. But that is good game. Portal to Phyrexia. You are an amazing card. And let's get a Swift Gear Drake. Just as another haster. GG's. Well, Portal to Phyrexia. We didn't even have to, like, use Arms Race or anything. Just hard cast it. GG's. This hand is okay. Like, we've got Dragon Engines for early game and late game. Raise to the ground in case they're in Artifact deck. Green has artifacts, right? Yeah, it has a decent amount, especially like the Mask. Green-black also has probably some good artifacts to hit. Scrapwork, power plant, no lands. We'll run out an engine. Sure, use your combat trick, your giant growth, whatever. Supply drop, sure. We sure weren't gonna play around that. Play another engine. Pass. If they just unearth this, I'm kind of fine with that. Like, we take 2, so be it. Ooh. That's starting to get a bit scary. Luckily, it doesn't exist anymore. So we get a nice 2-for-1. This is why Blanchwood armor is bad. Like, it's a fun card, don't get me wrong. I would love to try and build around this one day. But it's so easy to get 2-for-1 with it. You play it on a creature, you swing, and then they remove it. And just like that, you paid 3 mana for a shock to the face. And maybe a bit more. Mine Worker, that looks like a good target for Raze to the Ground. Though we won't get to draw a card. Excavations, Explosions is just a bit better. Just because of the Power Stone that it creates. I would rather get that online as soon as possible. Sure. Do you really care about that Mine Worker right there? Now this engine's gonna be packing a punch soon. Opportunist. Just use it to cantrip, blow up a Power Stone. I think that's the correct play. Well, that was a bad cantrip. I don't think it's worth swinging. Come on, Portal to Phyrexia. I know you're somewhere in my deck. Plus, I got like a bunch of top decks that are good. Rager. Sure, I'll soak up some damage. And just in case you have like a way to sacrifice it, I'll pump it to make sure it dies in combat. Because there are plenty of ways to like sacrifice a creature that you just unearthed. Yikes, this is not looking pretty. Sky Fisher. I mean, do you even want to sacrifice something? I mean, I guess it would have traded with your Argothian, so might as well have it trade like that. Sure. Portal to Phyrexia. I mean, this could draw a portal. Nope, nothing. But it can trade. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, oh, jeez, oh, jeez, oh, jeez. That is very bad. Oh. There's Arms Race. GG's. We don't got anything against that. That was a pretty good command. Yeah, I don't... Even the portal wouldn't have saved us there. Just kind of flooded out, drawing like, what is that, 10 lands? Yeah. Hurts, but that's Magic for you. Sometimes you can be playing at your very best. Sometimes you draw 20 lands. Also, I'd be wondering why you're playing 20 lands. On to the next game. Hand has no ramp, is very bad. Like, we can cast a 1-3, but that's about it. I think we just have to mulligan. This is a fine hand, and bottom the arms race. Like, as much as I want to do arms race, it doesn't do anything with this hand. Vanguard. Probably lead off with a Butcher rather than the Flare. No, let's go with the Flare. The 2-3 makes sure everything doesn't attack very well. Oh, that's a card. And that's a blocker. And if we draw one more land, Overwhelming Remorse should be able to take out Mael. The thing about Mael, we can't cast our Overwhelming Remorse at instant speed because it prevents us from... Can't cast spells. Prison Sentence. Well, they just got an army. Hooray. Junkyard Genius. I mean, that's a start. I would have preferred a land, so we could Overwhelming Remorse Mael before this creates an entire army. And that makes it so we can't kill Mael. What fun. Oh, jeez. This card's insane. Just keeps getting more and more value. Yep. That's it for me. Like, we can try, but there's no hope for this game anymore. We're just taking 10 right now. And I do not have a board wipe, I don't believe. Yep, that'll do it. GG's. Well, it wasn't the greatest draft. I don't think we read the signals very well, but it was a fun draft, to say the least. I mean, you can't complain when you get to Portal to Phyrexia twice with Arms Race. Or maybe just once. I don't remember, but yeah. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It means a lot. And if you want me to do more videos, leave a comment down below. What was your favorite part? If you want me to try and force other things, because I like forcing stuff. Like, it's not optimal, but it's fun. Anyway, thank you so much for watching if you're still here, and I will see you all next time. Have a great day.